Welcome back to Home and Harmony, where we transform ordinary spaces into extraordinary homes that truly reflect your personality and lifestyle. Today, we're diving into the enchanting world of classic spring apartment interior design, where timeless elegance meets the refreshing energy of the season. There's something magical about opening your windows to let in that first warm spring breeze, isn't there? That very feeling is what we want to capture in your living spaces today. As we journey through this seasonal transformation together, I'll be sharing practical tips, furniture selections, and accessory details that will help you create a space that feels both classically refined and brilliantly fresh. The beauty of classic spring design lies in its ability to feel current year after year, creating spaces that never go out of style but always feel rejuvenated. Before we start this design adventure together, if you're passionate about creating beautiful spaces that stand the test of time while embracing seasonal joy, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of our weekly design inspiration. Also, drop a comment below sharing your favorite spring design element. I love hearing what makes your heart sing when the seasons change. The foundation of any classic spring interior begins with a thoughtfully curated color palette that strikes the perfect balance between timeless sophistication and seasonal freshness. Start with a neutral base of soft whites, creams, or light grays for your walls and larger furniture pieces. These create a versatile canvas that allows your seasonal elements to shine while maintaining that classic appeal we're aiming for. To inject the essence of spring, incorporate accent colors inspired by nature's seasonal revival, soft sage greens that echo new foliage, delicate blush pinks reminiscent of cherry blossoms, gentle sky blues that bring the clearest spring day, indoors, and subtle butter yellows that capture sunshine's return. These colors work beautifully as accents through pillows, throws, artwork, and smaller decorative items that can be easily swapped as seasons change. The key to maintaining a classic rather than trendy feel is choosing muted, sophisticated versions of these spring hues. Think dusty rather than vibrant tones that harmonize rather than compete with your neutral foundation. When selecting your specific color combinations, consider your apartment's natural light exposure. North-facing rooms benefit from warmer spring tones like peach and butter yellow to counteract cooler light, while south-facing spaces can handle the cooler spring tones like mint and powder blue without feeling cold. I'm breaking down the seemingly complex world of spring interior design into simple, actionable steps that anyone, yes, even you with the self-proclaimed black thumb, can follow. The beauty of classic spring design lies in its accessible elegance, and I promise you don't need a designer's budget or years of experience to achieve it. Let's start with the foundation, decluttering your space. Begin by removing heavy winter items and creating breathing room. This isn't about perfection, it's about making space for spring's lightness. Next, introduce your spring palette by adding 2 to 3 accent colors through affordable pieces like pillow covers, a new throw, or even a simple vase in soft sage, blush pink, or sky blue. Lighting transforms everything. Open those blinds completely, wash your windows. A quick vinegar water solution works wonders. And add a mirror opposite your brightest window to double the natural light. For evening ambiance, replace heavy lampshades with lighter ones or simply add white pillar candles to existing holders. Now for the game changer, bringing nature indoors. A bundle of tulips from your local grocery store, potted herbs for your kitchen windowsill, or even branches with buds placed in a tall vase instantly infuse that spring energy we crave after winter. The final touch? Rearrange your furniture to create conversation areas that open toward windows rather than focusing on the TV. A subtle shift that encourages those wonderful spring evening conversations. The secret to a successful classic spring interior lies in selecting furniture pieces that offer both timeless appeal and the flexibility to adapt to seasonal styling. Invest in foundational pieces with clean lines and neutral upholstery. A tailored sofa in cream linen or light gray cotton twill provides versatility that spans seasons while offering the perfect backdrop for your spring accents. Consider incorporating furniture with natural wood elements in medium to light finishes like walnut, oak, or maple, which bring warmth and organic texture that complements spring's natural theme without feeling heavy or dark. For apartment living, multifunctional furniture becomes particularly valuable. Look for pieces like storage ottomans in spring-friendly fabrics, expandable dining tables, or elegant console tables that can serve as workspace or buffet surfaces when entertaining. When selecting case goods like bookshelves or side tables, pieces with glass components or lighter visual weight help maintain an airy spring feeling while still providing necessary function and storage. The silhouettes of your furniture should lean toward classic proportions with subtle details. Think rolled arms on sofas, gently curved chair backs, or turned legs on tables. Details that reference traditional design without feeling stuffy or overly ornate. For apartment dwellers concerned about space, consider furniture that incorporates reflective elements like mirrored accents or glass tops, which help bounce light around the room and contribute to that essential spring quality of lightness and brightness. Textiles offer one of the most impactful and budget-friendly ways to transition your apartment into spring while maintaining a classic aesthetic that won't quickly date. Begin by swapping out heavier winter fabrics for lighter options. Replace wool throws with cotton or linen versions in soft spring hues. Exchange velvet pillow covers for those in printed florals, subtle stripes, or delicate botanical patterns that reference the season without overwhelming your classic foundation. Window treatments present another opportunity for seasonal refresh. Consider lightweight, sheer curtains that filter sunlight beautifully while allowing those refreshing spring breezes to animate your space. Or layer curtains with semi-sheer panels that can be adjusted throughout the day to control light and privacy while maintaining that essential spring airiness. Area rugs can dramatically transform your apartment's feeling. For spring, consider options with subtle patterns in lighter colorways, perhaps a classic trellis design in soft blue and cream, a traditional pattern rendered in gentle pastels, or even a natural fiber rug like seagrass or jute that brings organic texture while remaining neutral. Don't overlook smaller textile touches like refreshed kitchen towels, updated bathroom hand towels, or even a new duvet cover in crisp white with subtle embroidered details. These minor changes compound to create a cohesive seasonal transformation throughout your apartment. When selecting patterns for your spring textiles, the classic approach favors timeless motifs like subtle damasks, small-scale florals, gentle stripes, or traditional geometrics rendered in your spring palette. These patterns carry design pedigree that ensures they won't look dated by next season. Lighting forms an essential element in your classic spring interior, creating both the practical illumination needed and the ambient mood that captures spring's distinctive quality of renewal and brightness. Start by maximizing natural light. Clean your windows thoroughly inside and out. A solution of 1 part vinegar to 10 parts water works wonders without leaving streaks. Trim back any exterior growth that might be blocking light, and position mirrors strategically to reflect sunlight deeper into your apartment. For fixed lighting fixtures, consider options that reference classic designs while incorporating lighter, brighter elements. Crystal chandeliers bring traditional elegance while catching and multiplying light beautifully. Brass or nickel fixtures with glass shades offer timeless appeal with a fresh feeling, or even ceramic lamps with classic silhouettes in spring-inspired glazes can bridge traditional and seasonal aesthetics perfectly. Table and floor lamps provide opportunities to introduce both classic design elements and seasonal touches. Consider bases in light woods, clear glass, or ceramic with botanical motifs paired with drum or empire shades in off-white linen for a look that's both traditionally grounded and seasonally appropriate. The quality of light itself deserves consideration. Opt for LED bulbs in the 2700-3000K range for a warm white light that's energy efficient yet flattering to your spring color palette, avoiding the harsher blue-toned lights that can undermine your carefully selected hues. For evening ambiance that enhances your classic spring interior, incorporate candles in simple glass hurricanes or on traditional silver or brass candlesticks. Few elements capture the gentle, optimistic mood of spring as effectively as the flickering light of candles reflected in polished surfaces. Accessories form the final layer of your classic spring apartment design, allowing you to incorporate seasonal elements while reinforcing the timeless quality we're aiming to achieve. Fresh flowers and plants stand as perhaps the most authentically spring-like accessories available. Consider arrangements of classic blooms like tulips, hyacinths, daffodils, or cherry blossoms displayed in traditional vessels such as silver julep cups, blue and white porcelain containers, or clear glass, vases that let the natural beauty of stem structures show. For longevity, incorporate quality faux botanicals alongside fresh options. Today's high-end artificial flowers can be remarkably realistic, especially spring varieties like magnolia branches, cherry blossoms, or tulips, which can be difficult to distinguish from their living counterparts when thoughtfully arranged and maintained. Beyond florals, consider natural elements like collections of birds' nests, ethically sourced or crafted, arrangements of speckled faux eggs in simple bowls, botanical prints framed in gold or silver leaf frames, or even vintage illustrated plant guides open to spring specimens and displayed under glass cloches. Tabletop accessories that reference the outdoors but maintain classic appeal might include ceramic birds, glass paperweights encasing pressed flowers, or decorative boxes covered in traditional botanical prints. When styling these accessories, employ classic principles of arrangement, create varying heights, work in odd-numbered groupings, and establish a visual rhythm that guides the eye comfortably around your space while incorporating negative space that allows your carefully selected pieces to shine individually without creating visual clutter. As we conclude our journey through classic spring apartment design, let's discuss how to maintain this fresh, timeless aesthetic throughout the season while preparing for an eventual transition to summer. Establish a simple maintenance routine that preserves your spring sanctuary, refresh flower arrangements weekly, rotate live plants to ensure even growth toward light sources, and implement a weekly dusting schedule for surfaces and textiles that tends to capture spring pollen. Consider creating a seasonal storage system for off-season items, quality containers that protect winter textiles, heavier accessories, and seasonal decor items. Not only preserve these investments, but also create space for your thoughtfully selected spring elements to breathe without competing with remnants of previous seasons. The beauty of the classic approach we've explored today lies in its longevity. These principles of light, nature, proportion, and quality transcend trends while still feeling perpetually fresh and relevant, particularly when animated by seasonal touches. As you live with your classic spring design, pay attention to how different elements wear throughout the season. Note which textiles maintain their appeal, which plant varieties thrive in your specific light conditions, and which color combinations continue to delight you day after day. This observational approach builds your personal design wisdom over time. Before we part ways today, I want to thank you for joining me in this exploration of classic spring apartment design. If you've found inspiration for your own space, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to Home and Harmony for more seasonal design guidance, and share in the comments which elements you're most excited to incorporate in your own apartment this spring. Remember, the most beautiful spaces tell the story of those who live within them, so allow your classic spring interior to reflect not just design principles, but your own joy in this season of renewal and possibility.